Hi. Today we will solve one very important question that came in year 2012. Okay. And this question is very important and also it's not very simple. So please watch this video very carefully. Okay. And please pay attention here. But whatever I am telling, you see this question I am reading for you. Fetch and add. You see, a fetch and add is a function, and the two parameters are passed as x and small I. Okay, it is an atomic read modify write instruction. Atomic read modify write instruction that reads the value of memory location x, increments it by I, and returns the old value of x. So this is just like test and set instruction. Test and set instruction, what used to do? It used to return the old value of x and set a new value for x. In that case, we were using the lock. It in test and set instruction, what used to happen? The old value of lock used to be returned while is used to be returned as 0, so that the while loop used to get broken, and after that a new value of log, that is 1, is used to set, so that other process could not get entry inside the critical section when one process was already present there. Okay, and here the same thing is happening. The only difference is that in case of test and set instruction, the new value of log was set as 1, but here you see the new value of the log is getting incremented by I, and here I is 1. Don't worry, I will explain you. L is an unsigned integer initialized to 0. 0 means what? Lock is available. Okay, and non-zero means what? Lock is not available. Fine. So here is the code written. It is used to implement busy wait lock. So this code is used to implement busy wait lock. So here there are 4 options. Fails as L can overflow. Fails as L can take on a non-zero value when the lock is actually available. Works correctly but may starve for some processes. Works correctly without starvation. Okay. So we will check the option one by one. So here you see what's the code written. So it's better to give line number. This is line number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So what's the code? Here you see it's an acquire lock. Okay. So from line number 1 to 4, it's an entry section. What's written in the entry section? While. So in the while loop, you see fetch and add function has been called here, and the definition of fetch and add instruction is given explicitly in the question. Okay. So here fetch and add function has been called, and the parameter is passed as L, 1. And inside the while loop, there is a statement L is equal to 1. Okay. And it is an exit section. You see release L. In the exit section, what's there? L is equal to 0. Okay. So you see here, just think there is a critical section. Although it's not given in the question, but in order to make you understand, I am drawing this dotted line. Just think it as a critical section. Fine. So let's solve it. So just think there are 2 processes, process P1 and process P2. Okay, straight. Process P1 and process P2. So suppose both these process wants to get the entry inside the critical section. So suppose process P1 has got the CPU, and now process P1 will enter inside the critical section. Okay, and the lock is initialized as 0. Means what? Initially the lock value is 0. Okay, lock is available. So here what will happen? In order to get entry inside the critical section, process P1 will execute line number 1. Okay, process P1 executed line number 1. So line number 1 it is acquired lock. Okay, so now process P1 will execute line number 2. So what's written in line number 2? While there is a while loop, while fetch and add, and the parameter in the parameter it's written L comma 1. It means what? Here fetch and add function is called. Okay, and the parameter is passed as L comma 1. So what's the definition of fetch and add, as already written in the question? So suppose somewhere fetch and add function, suppose here fetch and add function is defined. Okay, so what this function will return here? So first you see what this function will do. It will, you see, it reads the value of the memory location X. So here X corresponds to L. So it will first read the value of L. Okay, the value of L is 0, then increments it by I. So it will increment it by I. What's the value of I? I is 1. Okay, I is 1. So it will get incremented by 1. Fine. And after that, it returns the old value of X. So now old value of X will be returned. So what was the what's the old value of X? 0, because the new value is 1. So the previous value is the old value. So 0 will be returned. Okay. So here fetch and add will return 0. So here 0 will come. Okay. So this code will become like this. While 0. Okay. While 0. So while 0 means what? This 0 means what? Condition is false. Okay. So now while loop will not execute. Since while loop will not execute, so P1 will not enter inside the while loop. So P1 will not execute line number 3, because line number 3 is an statement of while loop. So since P1 has not entered the while loop, so P1 will not execute line number 3. So now P1 will directly P1 will go to the exit section. So now P1 is inside the critical section. Okay, till now you have understood? Fine. So you see P1 is inside the critical section. Suppose P1 has finished its task in the critical section. So now P1 wants to come out from the critical section. For this, P1 will execute this exit section code 5, 6, 7. So now P1 execute line number 5. Okay. So I am roughing this. P1 execute line number 5. Okay. So now, before P1 could execute line number 6, suppose preemption happened. Okay, at this point, after line number 5, preemption happened. So now CPU is given to process P2. Okay, CPU is given to process P2. So now process P2 will also try to enter into the critical section. Okay, so let's see whether process P2 will be able to enter inside the critical section or not. So here you see, yes, process P2 will execute line number 1. Fine. Process P2 will execute line number 2. Fine. So you see in line number 2, again fetch and add function is called. So what fetch and add function will return here? It will, you see, it will read the value of the memory location X, I mean to say L. So what is the value of L? L value is 1. Increment it by I means what? 1. So 1 will be incremented by 1, it means what? It will become 2. So the value of L has become 2 and returns the old value of X. So when L value became 2, what was the old value of L? 1, because before 2 L was 1. So here 1 will be returned. Okay, 1 will be returned. It means what? Here we have while 1. It means what? While 1, this condition is true. So since this condition is true, so process P2 will enter inside this while loop, inside the while loop. So process P2 will execute line number 3, because since process P2, since the while loop condition is true, so process P2 will get entry inside here, inside the while loop, and so process P2 will execute line number 3. And suppose before process P2 could execute line number 3, the preemption happened at this point. Fine. Preemption happened at this point and CPU is given to process P1. CPU is given back to process P1. And here you see process P1 executed line number 5 already, and now since CPU is with process P1, so process P1 will start from line number 6 because process P1 has already executed line number 5. So now you see here process P1, here I am writing process P1 will executed line number 6. Fine. So ultimately process P1, since process P1 has executed line number 6, so what is written in line number 6? L is equal to 0. So process P1 has made the value of lock again as 0. Okay. Since process P1 has made the lock as 0, it means what? Lock is available. Here it's written lock is available. Lock available means what? The other process can acquire the lock and get the entry inside the critical section. But will it happen? Just see here. Suppose after the execution of line number 6, again there is a preemption. Again there is a preemption at this point. Okay. And now the CPU is again given back to process P2. Okay. And you see, since process P2 successfully executed line number 2, and when process P2 was about to execute line number 3, the preemption happened. And now since the CPU is given back to process P2, so now process P2 will start from here, from line number 3. So you see now what will happen. Process P2 will execute line number 3. So ultimately, since process P2 has executed line number 3, it means what? Process P2 has again made the value of lock 1. Since process P2 has again made the value of lock is equal to 1, it means what? Lock is unavailable. Lock 0 means what? Lock is available. And any non-zero value means what? Lock is not available. So lock is not available. So process P2 will not enter inside the critical section. Let me tell you how. So you see what will happen. Since process P2 has made the value of lock is equal to 1. So now you see what will happen. After making the value of lock is equal to 1, after executing this line of lock is equal to 1, again process P2 will come to check the condition of the while loop. Okay. And now what will happen, you see. Here process P2 is again executing line number 2. So let's see this time while loop will be broken or not. It will not be broken because the value of lock has been made again 1. You see how. Here fetch and add function is called. So now here fetch and add function will return some value. You see, fetch and add reads the value of memory location X. So here fetch and add will read the new value of L, that is 1. Okay, that is 1. Fine. And increments by I. So it is incremented by I, means what? 1 is incremented to 2. Fine. Let's rub this. 1 is incremented to 2. Okay. And returns the old value of X. So before 2, what was the value of L? The value of L was 1. So now again 1 is returned here. So since 1 is returned here again, so it means what? This condition is true. Again P2 will enter in the while loop. It means what? P2 has got stuck in the while loop like this, because you see here I am writing, you see here the condition of, you see here I am removing this. Okay, you see here the condition of while loop has become true. Okay, it means what? The process P2 will keep checking this condition and get entry inside the while loop. Keep checking this condition, get entry inside the while loop. So this thing will happen and process P2 will not be able to come out from this while loop. Got it? Got it? So it means what? Here P2 got stuck in the while loop. So here you see this option, option B. This implementation fails as L can take on a non-zero value when the lock is actually available. This statement is correct because you see, when P1 successfully executed line number 6, it means what? Lock was available. Despite lock was available, so even after this, even after the execution of line number 6, even after the lock being available, process P2 could not get entry inside the critical section. Why? Because after this line number 6, process P2 when P1 executed this line number 6, P1 made the value of lock is equal to 0. P1 made the lock available. After this line, process P2 executed line number 3. Process P2 again made it as 1. Okay. 1 means what? Not lock unavailable. Process P2 made the value of lock as unavailable. So process P2 got stuck inside the while loop. So that's why here you see this implementation fails as L can take on a non-zero value. Non-zero value when the lock is actually available. When the lock was actually available at this point, okay, then also what process P2 did? Process P2 executed this line. It means what? Process P2 couldn't take the advantage of lock available. Okay, process P2 again made it as 1. So that's why this implementation will fail. Option B is correct. Here the problem happened because of this line number 3. If this line would not be there, then there wouldn't be any problem. Because you see, after this line P1.6, okay, the lock was available. Since the lock was available and you just think there is, this line is not there. Just think this line is not there. So after this line, the lock is available. So now since the lock is available, so it means what? P2 could easily come out from this while loop. So if this L is equal to 1 was not there, then this semicolon would have been here. So since the log value was 0 due to this, so this while loop could have been broken and P2 could easily enter inside the critical section. Okay, so the problem happened due to this line. Fine. So I think you got it. Okay. Thank you.